Alright, so another arcane video from me. Now, these are all unscripted. I really can't do scripted videos because I just lose heart for it. Everything I do on YouTube is kind of just me processing my brain and turning it into verbal words. Now, Mel. I want to talk about her real quick. She's, I believe, a very, very important character to the overall story they're making. Now, Arcane was one of the greatest shows I wish I never watched. Watching Vi's story broke my fucking heart on multiple levels. Like, I'm generally a happy dude. I don't let the world fuck with me. I don't. I just reflect it. I work for disability support. I fight. I do all sorts of different shit. But I just not let the world fuck with me. And watching Vi and Powder's story, dude, it ripped me a new asshole, pretty much. And it put me into depression for like a month. It really did. It just sucker punched me big time. And there was times where I felt hopeless or alone, or like I felt like depression. I don't normally feel it because I don't let it fuck with me. The world changed me, and it was a brutal story. Now I want to talk about Mel from Arcane. She's what I believe to be Skyrim's. I believe that she will be the Dragonborn of Runeterra. Let me explain a little bit. Now, Mel's mother's music video is fucking awesome, but it kind of starts off with her dying on the side of a beach after a battle. She's being gravely wounded, and it's kind of a journey of how she became the wolf. You know, it's kind of like a test where she's dying, and a wolf approaches her, and it puts her into some sort of test. Now, as you can see, she's got an arrow in her gut, so I don't know how Mel's still alive, but apparently this wolf approaches her, and it's not like some wolf that basically was going to eat her on the battlefield. It's some sort of test the Noxians go through, and they become great warriors. If they become the wolf, they go to some honor hall and they die or some shit. But I don't really want to get into that. The bit that I want to get into with Mel is a bit later on in this music video. Now, as we can see right here, something's happening, right? Something great is happening. This right here is Mel. Mel is activating her arcane abilities before she's even born. She's saving her mother's life so she can live. She's not even alive yet, really. She's a fucking fetus. And she's able to use her magical abilities to save her mother's life so she is born. I mean, that right there, I'm pretty sure mages in Runeterra can't do that. I'm pretty sure they can't activate their magic abilities while they're a fucking fetus to keep their parent alive so they are born. Mel is something very special amongst the mages. I think she's like the Anakin Skywalker of Star Wars. Hopefully she doesn't go bad like him, but she has got a very unique inborn ability, an ability that saves her life even before she's physically born. I mean, I've never really heard of stories from other mages in Runeterra that had this sort of unconscious guardian protecting ability that saved their life. There's also another moment that's kind of slightly revealed, and you got to really kind of pay attention to it when it happens, where her powers activate again to save her life, and I guess, well, Jace's life. Now, this moment takes place at the end of Season 1, when Jinx fires a rook into the council building and kills Kate's mother and many other council members. But we want to notice something that happens, right? This rocket is a Hextech rocket, and it's going to leave a mark. Now, Mel is inside the council room when this rocket hits. That right there. You see that right there? That isn't just some reflectiveness of Mel's tats. That is her power activating. That is her inborn ability consciously saving her life when she looks up at the window of the rocket coming. That was her ability that saved her life as a fetus before she got deletus because her mother was dying. It activated again when the rocket was getting close. She doesn't know she's a mage. She has no idea. But this ability keeps activating to save her life before she dies. I mean, this is the reason why Mel and Jace survived undamaged from the explosion at the very start of Season 2. Because this ability activated and saved her life, and Jace was close enough to benefit the protection that her body permitted her. Now, again, what is this ability? We can kind of see it in Season 2 when she saves Caitlyn's life. Now, this moment was brutal for anyone, eh? You had your heart in your throat when this happened, and then you went from, like, fucking a smile ear to ear as soon as you saw this bitch cop a piece of lead. And It was sad. Don't get me wrong, Maddie. I didn't even see it coming. I'm a storyteller, but I get so like I just get so enthralled by a story that I don't look for plot points or this and that. I just don't give a fuck. I'm just so wrapped up in the story. I just keep watching, so I don't look outside the scope of the story. I just don't, and I think that's probably the. I'm so thankful as someone that writes stories, that I do not look outside of the story. I'm just enthralled by it. Now this ability, this sort of shield that Mel activated around Kate to save her life. I think this is actually the ability that she has unconsciously used to save her life, especially when the rocket came through. Now, at this time, Mel knows. She knows she's a mage. Now, at the end of the series, right, she's kind of on a ship, on her mother's Noxian ship with her troops and that sort of stuff, and she's going back to Noxus. Now, what I believe is going to happen, right, is a couple things. I think she's going back to Noxus for revenge. She's going back to find this LeBlanc or this Black Rose chick to get revenge. And again, I'm a bit confused in the lore. I don't think I thought that she was one of the ruling members of Noxus, but apparently she's not. She's not a ruling. I don't know, man. Who the fuck is the? I'm not too sure what the hell is going on here. But there's three members. There's Guile, there's Strength, and there's Deception, or whatever the hell it is. I think it was Guile. Guile, Strength, and Vision. And I thought that this witch of the Black Rose was actually the Guile leader, but apparently not. She's kind of a part of a different group that wants to take out the three rulers. But I think she's going back for revenge, and I think this is going to basically cause like some sort of shit going hitting the fan. But I think she's the Dragonborn because I think her ultimate destiny is to fight. Well, I think what I know so far is the ultimate evil of Runeterra. Now, from what we all believe is that that we think Christian and Link and the team at Riot are making like a massive sort of Marvel sort of saga, right? Now, there's brand new characters and that sort of stuff in it, and I think Mel is a brand new character, not because she's just some added character. I think she's the main character, because where she's going is back home to Noxus. And there's a certain thing under this keep, which is a big ass like demon thing. Like, he's not a demon. He was one of the first conquerors of the of the Noxus Empire, but he got angry when he died and he came back and some sort of shit. And LeBlanc, the mage of the Black Rose or something like that, basically bound him to his armor, his soul to his armor, and locked him deep under the Immortal Bastion. So he's stuck there. And I think he's going to get out. He's going to raise the army of the dead. Everyone that's died is going to serve him. So he's going to raise a literal army of the dead to take over the world. And I believe that Mel is the only thing that can properly stop him. Because she's unconscious of her abilities, right? And then she activates them. And within days of activating him, she's able to break through the Black Rose's magic and sort of free her mother from their grip before she dies, right? Being a brand new mage and then being able to fight a mage that's over like 1,000 years old and break through her spell, that means she's got a natural magical ability. Like, that is something completely and utterly different to what mages have. She's like the avatar of the Avatar world, where she's just Super Saiyan when it comes to magical power. This inborn ability of hers, when she fully recognizes it, will be absolutely tremendously strong. And I think she's designed to fight Mordekaiser. I think that's his name, who is the sort of soul band of his armor that can raise the army of the dead and bring the souls from the dead and fight for his sort of thing. And I think he might be the kind of the first story they're going for, at least, because they revealed they're going to do Noxus, Dramaskia, and Ionia. There's still plenty more territory to go through. There's the Freljords, and all I know about them is that they're kind of like the Viking sort of style of Runeterra, and there's Bilgewater, which is the pirate area, which people believe Jinx is going to, which is a fucking stupid idea. And I'll say that. I've already done a video on it where I believe she's going to Ionia for many different reasons. Logical, common sense reasons. Bilgewater's not the place. But there's so much down here that I know absolutely fuck all about. Like, I can't even pronounce that. Chimera? I've heard of Chimera. I've never heard of Targon. But again, there's so much here that, I don't know nothing about it. And they probably won't get to it for a very long time. But again, I believe Mel is the Dragonborn of Runeterra because she's a background character they kept in the corner. Right, she's got a natural born ability that is like some tremendously powerful, that it can save her life as a fetus and then saves her life throughout her life during certain events, and she's able to break through 1,000-year-old witch's magical abilities to free her mother. I think what she's got is something very rare among mages, as in she's the only one that's got it. That she is you know, she's the one savior of the world because of her magical abilities, because of what she's born with, because of what she is. So, again, from my perspective, I like to keep the big character at the end. I like to put them in the background until they're absolutely needed. And I think that was Mel for Arcane. She was in the background. She had no serious presence apart from seducing, Jace into completing his task, and so she could get more powerful and richer. And then her life is saved by her abilities, and then the ambers of her power sort of start to catch fire at the very end of season 2 before she pisses off on her ship back home. So I believe, like I said, she's going to be the main character of the League of Legends animated series done by Christian Link, and that's just what I believe. I think she's the main character. You know, it's a good play. I love it. You know, you put the main character of the series in the background of some insignificant character, kind of slightly build her up, but keep her on the side at the same time. You know, as in you've realised who she is, but she's also not she's not super important yet. And then later on with this series, I believe they're going to build her up to become a main character. And she's going to link everyone else up. She's definitely going to link Piltover up with Caitlyn because she saved Caitlyn's life. And when the shit hits the fan, it becomes a global threat. I believe she'll be able to... I believe she'll call on Caitlyn for help. Again, Caitlyn does owe her life to Mel, so she's not... I believe there'll be spin-offs for sure, definitely in Piltover and Zarn about Caitlyn, Vi, Echo, and Savika. But I think when the story starts to really snowball into something much bigger, I believe the characters that they meet along the way will definitely take part in the overall final battle. And I think I'm not going to get too far ahead of it, but this is just my explanation of why I believe that Mel is the Dragonborn of Runeterra. She is the one savior. She is the one designed to stop the ultimate evil, sort of thing. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments, because it's always interesting having these sort of these theories, because that's all they are. I mean, take it with a bottle of salt, because what I'm saying is just based on what I think as someone that writes my own stories when it comes to characters and stuff like that. Because my head goes like 100 miles an hour. I can never script this shit. It's just unfiltered thoughts coming in, out of my mouth into a microphone, into your ears. So, like I said, it'd be interesting to see what you guys think of Mel's sort of story, where you believe she's going to go. Anyway, I'm out of here. Look after yourselves, and have a good one.